back to the channel. I'm so glad to have you here. We're gonna do some crafting together. I've been putting this off for a while, so I just thought we'd do it together to get it done. We have covers here for books, many of which appears already have holes in them, which is cool. Um, and then we also have pages that are already set up into booklets ready to be married together. We also have some covers that haven't been cut down yet or whatever, or folded, or I don't know. And then we also have pages that haven't been done yet. So I think to not put this project off another second, we're going to do what's already made, and then we'll figure out what's going on after. We're really just going to dive right in. So the other thing, though, before we dive right in, is I am a little tired of using waxed. Are these ones already done? These ones are already done. These just need to be cut down. That's cool. All right, we'll put that in a to be finished pile. Is there anything else that's done that I don't know about? Those must have been the two that I did, and then I was like, this cannot happen right now. We have our cutter, which is not perfect, but we'll definitely get the job done. So that's fine when we need to cut things down. The other thing we're doing is I am tired of using waxed cotton. So what we're going to try today is a variety of ribbons and other things to bind the books. I also want to keep it very simple. Thank goodness I didn't do the holes in all these guys, because I want to just really do 2 holes. And then just tie it on the outside so I can add pages if I want to, since I have no idea what these are going to be. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to make a ton of these. So that when I need a book to make an idea, I can just grab a book and not have to make one. I did that with, this is the last one of like 10 or 12 that I had made of just paper that I had. And I loved this. I loved this. When I had an idea, there was already a book and I just didn't worry about it. And I think it's working. So that all being said, all of that, we're going to do it. This is the biggest one. So this is not sturdy enough for how sturdy this is. How tall is this guy? If we cut it down, do I want to cut it down? Do I want these pages to be even? I am okay with them being even. So I think we will match these guys up. I don't know what this is from. I think this is probably from like a beer, like a craft beer thing. Yeah, so what are we gonna do? If we're gonna just do it, then we need to cut the pages down now. I don't think I'm ready to cut pages down, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. But this is what we're gonna do. So that's a pair. Okay, great. That's in our, we're gonna do that in a minute pile. Okay, great. These need more flimsy pages to go inside of them, because they're cardstock, whereas everything else is like, so it don't flap the same. This one is also a little flimsy flopsity, and so are these guys, but I'm okay with these. Okay, let's start with these. These I feel comfortable with. I don't know. We're just going with what feels right. I'm gonna do those next. I have a feeling these are gonna be weird on the edges, and I just don't want to deal with weirdness yet. I just don't. Okay, what do we have? How tall do we have? I don't really measure things. I know some people measure. That's cool. You do you. Looks like those would have to get cut down a little bit more, which kind of makes sense. But this one don't. This one don't have to get cut down no more. Does this one have to get cut down? Yes, it would. Okay, this is the one. This is the winner. I just want, because the reason I guess I'm doing this, now that I'm thinking about it, is I want to just get the process of doing it with the ribbon first. So we're going to look. This is like a shimmery, shiny thing. And let's see, which one do we want to try? We're either going to go with this gray. I think we're going to do this gray, which is honestly, it's very striking somehow. And I really just want a little bit. I don't want to go crazy here. But I don't know how much I need, so we're not going to cut it yet. We're just going to prep. So what we're going to do first, as with all books, you get it where you, I just put all, oh no, I didn't. I have one, and I'll take it. I'll use it. This is usually what I do, is I get it where I want it, which in our case, I'm going to bring you closer. Please bear with me, because now we're getting into it. Yes, adjust. Thank you. So we want it just a little bit from both edges, but if you want it to sit flush, you want it a little closer to the bottom edge. It doesn't really matter with a book that's going to be wonky, but what do I have? I didn't even check. I don't think I'm going to check. This doesn't appear to be 8 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 pages. Do I care that it's 5 pages? Do I want it to be more pages? 1, 2. Oh, I have these extra pages. Interestingly enough, now that you mention it, would they have to be cut down? Potentially. These do not have to be cut down. These are actually the perfect size. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, which is a little bit extra than we need. But, like, I'm okay with that, right? It can be a 9 tave. Lost my mind. Okay, cool. Great. Will it be weird that there's just 2 completely different kinds of pages? I think no, because we're probably going to cover them anyway. I just think, I guess I know this because my mother is a librarian. Hi, Mommy. And she knows that the proper way to make a book, literally, if you're going to make one, is to do octaves. That's the proper situation. That really got in there. But it actually really works. It's kind of, because it's 8 times 4 is 32. So it's 32 pages. You know what I mean? Because each slip is 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like, that's actually a lot of space to get an idea out altogether. Yes. So what did I say? I said we're going to try. Oh, we have to put our thing in. I just did that, didn't I? Should I alternate these? Is this going to drive me crazy? Oh, God, I lost my mind. Should I alternate them? How do we feel about an alternated? This is kind of the only time you can make this decision. But I guess I'm literally saying that I'm trying a new thing, that I can take out or add pages anytime I want. So I could probably calm down about it. But just in general, how do we feel? Oh, I hate it. Do I hate it? Do I like it? Do I hate it? Do I just want to cut down the other pages to fit this? Because, like, that would be actually very simple. That would be a very simple way of handling my strangeness. Because it's really just the height that's going to drive me bonkers. Now, I know that I just very calmly said that I didn't want to cut down any pages, but somehow this is less stressful for me. I guess these pages are more flimsy. I don't know. Okay, so this is what we're going to do then. Thanks for hanging out with me while we figure out how to do this. It's like fine, right? It's like fine. How bad could it be? This is too many pages to be doing this with, so it will likely be uneven. And we're going to roll with that. She's so confident when she does wonky, crazy, ridiculous things. This is a terrible way to do this. I'm sure there's definitely a better way. Like, I don't know, measuring potentially, but we're not going to do that. Measuring is for, like, building things, not for, like, gluing magazine pages together. Yeah, it's fine. I think that'll do it. Okay, now, second question. Yes, just answer your own question, psychopath. Okay, so this is what we're going to do here, though. Hey, you. We're going to cut it this way also. We're going to do that by putting them together tight. Putting it together tight. And we're going to make sure that's where we want it. And then we're going to cut it on each side. This is probably going to mess up and will not be perfect. And that's fine, because that's the point of my entire purpose in crafting, is to directly address my perfectionism. So this is partly also why we don't measure around here. Do you know what I really want? I really want my guillotine cutter, and I think I'm going to get it. Please hold on. I'm so sorry. Please hold on a second. It's just easier to see. we kept this one just in case we need it. Anything could happen. Okay. Yes. Okay, we're gonna make this work. Oh, it's like right on that blue line. That is so convenient. Yep, that's it. Ooh. It's too many pages, guys. It's too many pages. She's moving. Yeah, see, this is what happens when you do too many pages. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're gonna do it again. No one should be surprised this is what's happening. I do have one of those things that can round out the edges of your pages, but I'm gonna do that per book. I'm not gonna make that decision for myself now, I don't think. Probably in the future I will, but these have just been sitting here so long that just trimming down the pages is like the only delay I can really justify at this point. It's just gotta... Okay, so firm hand really makes it less stressful. No surprise there. We're talking about crafting. We're talking about crafting only. Okay, great. You sit right there. Oh, look how you fit on my table. So nice. So nice to me. Okay, great. Now we have 9 pages that are all the same, like roughly the same. What? It's fine. Whatever it is, it's fine. Okay, cool. Great. Now we can figure out our process of actually doing this. Okay, so like I said, oh man, you know we're gonna trim it after. I just don't care right now. Okay, so I do like it when I can put my books flat, so I always go like this to make sure that edge is perfectly smooth. To do the binding, usually I clip at the top and the bottom, but we're gonna live danger. Well, actually, I can do paper clips for this. I don't need a big one because this is such a tiny. It's just a thin book. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're gonna make 2 holes. We're gonna put one here. I'm gonna make it nice and fat. This is an awl, and it makes your holes for you. There is a whole process and plenty of videos on the internet to show you how to do this nicely, but we're just kind of doing it. And I'm gonna use the awl to push our ribbon through. I also grabbed this guy just in case we need to widen it, but I honestly think that this is gonna be perfectly fine if we can get the ribbon pushed through. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Maybe we will use this to push the ribbon through because this is less of a point. I want this to work. I really want this to work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. All right, I will widen it with this guy a little bit. Oh yeah, that's gonna be much wider. But just not as clean of an edge. Okay, well, we'll have to think about how we want to cover these edges, and that'll be a great way to grow as a crafter, because I haven't really paid a lot of attention to my bindings, to be honest. Not yet. I haven't done any binding jewelry yet, you know? We gotta... There we go. Now it's in. Now it's in. Come on, come on. Go through, go through, go through. Yes! Awesome. Okay, that's probably as long as I want it. Probably. That should be perfectly fine. So it's got to be like this long. Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop. With the drama. Cut it out. You go over there. Okay, great. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, great. Let's get this guy through the other side. Okay, so we're going to use the awl to make the hole, and then this guy to make the hole bigger. And then we'll use this guy to push through our ribbon. And that is our process. And now we're going to do this a bunch of times. I have no idea quite how many times because I didn't count. Nice. Okay, again, this is not, there are really better ways to securely bind a book. However, I wanted a binding that is not secure so that I can take out pages or add in pages as I so desire. So this is a very intentional, loose situation. And just like that, voila, it's done. By done, I mean now we have to trim it down. Because, of course, we trimmed down everything. So now this has to also be trimmed down. It's fine. Really, though, we should leave the trimming to later. That's why we made the later pile. We're going to do all the trimming later. I think that's a really good idea. We need to kind of bang through. So these also have to be trimmed. Okay, this is the trim later pile. Yes, this is the extra pages pile. Okay, I see what I'm doing here. Okay, and this is the trim later. Okay, it's going well. I think this is a success. We've done one, but it's a success. Okay, where are my things? These need to be here. That can be just out the way for a minute. Okay. Let's see, how many pages do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Why would I do 4? It just doesn't make sense to my brain. Are they all 4? 1, 2. This is 5. Am I trying to drive myself crazy? I think I might be. Is this intentional? I literally can't tell. Alright, what kind of extra paper do I have? Because maybe we'll just add... Well, this would be 9. Do I want 9? Is this the thing? Did I have a plan? These are the questions. Are they all like... If they're all like this, then that was the plan. Let's see. I know this is just... They're all like this. So this is the plan. So this must have been what felt good when I was folding it. And I have to say, this does feel satisfying. Like if you just like that it does feel good. So we'll go with that. We'll go with the feel good feeling. And we will not question why there are only 4 pages or 5 pages or whatever, because that's insanity. This is the way to madness. So what I will do right now though, is I will chop these edges. Because obviously I'm not really going to want this castle look on everything. I don't think. I just don't think that's going to be. I just changed my mind. See, this is why you don't do this. It's a terrible plan. Yeah, no. Oh, come on. I thought we agreed on the firm hand thing, you know? Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I love your strong opinion. I just think we can really get through this. Literally. What are you not understanding about what we want to happen here? Okay. Me and the guillotine don't know each other very well. All right. Well, I'm going to trim this, and we're not going to trim anything else. Like I said at the beginning. I don't know why I don't listen to myself. You know, I literally said, didn't I just say? Didn't I just say? I did. It's fine. All right, great. We're going to cover all this anyway. Now we've made a mess of the desk. Perfection. It's just perfect. That's more than I'm interested in having on my desk. Okay, great. This actually matches perfectly. This is such beautiful paper. It has this beautiful inside with the flowers. The colors are so weird on this camera, and I'm sorry. We'll work on that. All right, here we go. We're going to go again. We can add pages at any time. It doesn't matter how many pages are here. I don't know why I'm fixated on this. I really take it to heart about the octave situation. Boom. 1 and 2. There are, again, appropriate ways to do this that I'm not participating in. Okay, we're going to do a black ribbon on this because it's so fancy. I think that'll look really pretty. Nice. Okay. This is how we are going to do this. Love it. What a great idea. This can change at any time. This is not permanent. Why are you being so crazy? Great. We're doing it. We're doing it. We are doing it. We did it. Look at this. And again, we're just really gentle on this because the whole point is that we want to take it apart. So this is not perfect. And when I choose to, oh yeah, look, that looks really cute. That looks really cute. Cool. All right. Goes in the trim later pile. Oh wait, but I need my clips back. Please for to give me the clips. Okay. All right. I'm still not ready to use these. This is so nice and flexible. And doesn't hurt my feelings. Yeah, like this will be a fine. This will trim down just fine in the future. Which we will sort out. We will sort out the future when it gets here. Should I have trimmed this before I folded it? Absolutely, I should have trimmed it before I folded it. I'm not quite sure what the thought process was there, but that's fine. This is going to be fine. And then if I want to keep the castling, I can keep the castling. That is not an industry term. That is a bunny term for show. Faux show. What do we want to do? Do we want to do black again? I think we do. That was so nice. I've immediately lost the black ribbon. Here it is. It's on my black keyboard. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Oh no, did I put a hole in my ribbon? I'm not going to worry because this is not perfect. It's totally fine. I mean, it's a little bit of a puncture, but no one's gonna, I can always just cut that end off. That can be the end I cut. That's fine. Perfect. We're gonna, oh my God, what are you doing? Why are you failing me right now? Wow, you are really sad. We are going to switch scissors at the moment. I don't know why these scissors are acting up so badly. It's fine. Literally have been fine. Today's the moment they decided now they're dull. You saw it here live. Unless maybe I accidentally switched them, because I did have dull ones and sharp ones, and I might have accidentally grabbed the wrong ones. That might have been what happened. Come on. Come on, off you go. Off you go. Oh my God. You were so nice to me just a moment ago. Do you think you could be maybe nice to me one more time? This was really, it was going so well. And I was bragging about how this was going so well, and now you're being mean to me. That's really the situation. Oh my God. How has this worked so well so many times? Okay, let's just make the hole bigger. That must be the issue. Oh, that's a much bigger hole. Good Lord, I did not mean to go that far. Well, it's going to work now. Okay. In the future, we can cover this with washi or whatever we want to do to cover these holes. But right now, we just want to do everything backwards and get it done. And that's the plan. I just need something to start with so that I'm not always starting from scratch. You know what I mean? And I think this might be the last batch for a while that I hand bind. My plan is to very soon get a spiral binder. Oh, I cut this way too short. Oh no. I thought the short was okay. Oh, bummer. Well, we live and we learn. It's fine. We'll change our minds anyway. It's okay. Okay, it's going in the trim pile. Should I even trim these now? Do you know what I mean? Like, should I just leave it for future bunny to think about? Because, like, I might want the castle. Here's the thing. This is a terrible plan. I want to be clear. Because if you, it's only going to be flush now. I don't have a choice. It's either going to be flush or it's not going to be at all. But it's okay. This is not going to bother me for these projects. Because whatever these projects in, they're going to be small. Or I'm going to put many of them in a book together. And that's fine also. Like, I could see these two just going in a book, you know, together in a bigger binding. And then maybe I'll use the, I don't know. I'm just going to make them and worry about it later, to be honest with you. Because I've had all this stuff together. And I just, like, every time I think about it, I just think that would be so nice if I just had a bunch. And it did work out. I made a bunch just to test. And it did work out really well for me. So, if we need them together later, we need them together later. I don't want to use the black here, but I do. No, I want to use the black on this one with the black guitar. So, all right, we're gonna look at these. Oh, this one's kind of cool. It has like it's like a little edgy. I don't know. It's a little fussy, but it is a cool dark. I just like don't see what I want, and I certainly am not going to use orange or pink. Is this too drama? Does it work? It could work, actually. And I made a big enough freaking hole. It should fit. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it in there without a schmagiggle. If we put the bow on the inside, this will be like, oh, actually, can we do this differently? Yes, we can. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's try from the outside in, because this is actually going to work. Because there is just a good enough hole. Nice. It's fine, we can trim it. Nice. This is so bad. Oh, that is a sharp scissor. Nice. We're dancing and singing and moving to the groove. Okay. I'll take it. I will take that. All right, cool. I will take that. I will take that. That's okay for me. What do you think? I like it. And then we're going to use that last black part on the cool guitar guy. Man, I made so many of these. I must have been crazy. This is so cool. It's got this big guitar on the outside, and then all these guitars and stuff on the inside, and then it says love in pink on top of it or something. I have no idea. It looks great. These are all cut out of a, it was a, I'm sorry, I forgot that I moved the camera. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Nice. Oh, this is gonna be too short. Well, let's see how we do. How did we decide to do this? We said going in was better, right? I think that was true. Because then we can go out on the way out, but we need an actual edge here. We don't really have an actual edge anywhere. Let's make one. Okay. Nope, it's not working. We're gonna have to go this way, and we'll have to do it on both sides. There we go, there's one edge. Is this even going to be long enough to tie? We're going to find out. So I did one too long and the rest too short. Cool. Well, now the black ribbon's done. It's going to be a knot and not a bow. Still take out a bowl, which is the important part. Cool. Cool. I will take that. I will take it. Nice. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 1 we have to put together still. Okay, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. And then these guys, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Now, with covers, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's not bad. And some of these are short, and I'm wondering if I can actually just cut one of these in half. Is anything tall enough to actually just be cut in half? This is the tallest one. It's not quite tall enough to be cut in half. But it will make an interesting page somewhere else. Alright, let's just keep going. We're just going to keep going. Alright, we're going to obviously do, though, the small ones with the small ones, right? Because these, yes, these will need to be, the covers will need to be trimmed, so that's fine. So let's switch now to these and do the small ones first. So we have the things and the covers. Which is fine because it looks like these are all crooked, so that'll be great to cut them down. These are sticker book pages. You see they're like shiny? So we're going to be making some sticker books, it looks like, which will all have to be cut down. I want to reiterate 1,000,000 times, you should absolutely cut these down before you put these together. I'm not doing it. That doesn't mean that you should not do it. You should absolutely not drive yourself insane. But I'm starting to believe that insanity is part of my creative process. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, sometimes I see something that I did and I'm like, why would I do that? Like, why would I do that? But then I do something cool with it, so like it's fine. Is there anything here that we like even remotely? I'm still interested in this dark one, but this is a very sophisticated design that I've obviously just done upside down, so that's cool. Did I just put the uneven part at the top? Sure did, and it's kind of done because we already have our hole. Do I care? Do I care? Do I care? I'm not quite sure. Sure that I care. I have to think about it. It's clearly I don't, because now I'm making the holes bigger. I think that's my deciding factor. We need a different ribbon. Don't worry. We have other ribbon. Alright, what's gonna fit? And look right. This is just a pom-pom. Cool. Not sure pom-poms go in the ribbon jar, but they are here. I'll say that. We have red. Is there anything here I'm going to want red on? I don't think so. We have a blue. We have another blue. Ooh, we have just like a string. That's an interesting option. There's just so much of it. The This is also an interesting option. Sorry. This is an interesting option. I think, I don't know if gray lace is the right thing. These are fabric strips. This is gold. Well, let's see how we feel about the string. Maybe is the string too dull? I think that's gonna look weird. Let's go with this gray. But I am happy with the options we found for future things. Was the fuzzy too weird? I think we have to do this one. I think they're both too weird. But I kind of like them together. Let's do them together. I don't know how that's going to work at all, but that's what we're going to do. And again, if I hate it when I go to use it, that's the whole point of this, is I can change it completely. And it's like no big deal to do that. Because none of this is permanent. That is the whole point. That is the whole point. Okay. Where are my pokers? My pokers got pushed. I pushed my pokers. Oops, sorry. Where did I put my thing? Alright. Oh my god, we have so many more to do. We're just gonna keep at it. We're just gonna keep at it and get it done. This is insane. I'm like totally lost my mind. It's always fun to think, am I going to like it when I see it again? Because sometimes I don't like it when I do it, and then I see it later, and I'm like, that's amazing. I would never have thought of that. So it's hard to know. Oh, this is way too close together for my liking, but okay. How did I do that? You were here the whole time. I don't know how I did that. That's weird. That's really weird. I actually do really like this. I don't know why. It doesn't really go at all. But somehow it works for me today. That's the thing, is like then I see it later and I'm like, I guess it did work for you though. And then I question if I want to undo it, you know? Okay, next short guy. I really just need a lot more of that done. Two, three, 4, 5. Yep, we're just doing it. Here's the thing now. We're gonna alternate these because we're going between like it's like a paper that you could draw or write on, and then this sticker paper, and I think that's actually more fun to alternate that. So that it'll be drawing, writing, whatever next to, you know what I mean? I could be crazy, it's fine. Again, just for my own mental health, so that you never do this to yourself. Don't ever do this like this. Always cut your pages down exactly how you want them before you bind. This is insanity. I'm like doing this crazy thing where I kind of want the short ones in the middle. I do this sometimes where I stagger the height inside it, but I think I'm not going to like it this time, so we're going to stop doing that, and when we cut the pages down it won't look so strange. Why we're not cutting the pages down now, again, I'm going to just reiterate for the gajillionth time. Insanity. Reasons of insanity, of course, as my husband and I say. Okay. Lay down the boogie. Play that funky music till you die. Alright, this is gonna be a big one. What are we gonna put? I kind of want to do that orange. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh no. No, it's okay. I felt it give, but it didn't actually give. It just kind of bent. But I thought it like busted, and it did not bust. Okay, we're gonna do this orange. That might be hideous, but we're gonna do it anyway. I just like this orange energy. Probably, though, it would be better to do a green. Do we have a green? We have a kind of green. Play that funky music till you die. I heard that live last week, and I am still singing it because the band was so fucking slamming. So good. Yeah, you wanna? Thanks. What do we think? Lay down the boogie. Oh, that broke. All right, cool. That's not part of our job then. Is this one crazy? Also kind of like it though. All right, let's see how it does. Let's see if it can handle the trauma of getting pushed through this strange hole. I think it might be a fabric actually that's just like cut down. It's very fuzzy. It could be a rug sample maybe. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got it. Yep. Nope. Nope, we don't got it. I don't think it's going to go. This is a pretty big hole. We're going back to our orange plan because that will definitely fit. I think, again, this might be hideous. This might be hideous in real life. I wonder what I'm going to use these for. Aren't you excited to know you're going to get to see everything I make with these? And what happens to them, you know? I wonder if I will do nothing with them for years, or if I will fill them up immediately. Do you know what I need? I need a really good place to keep my business cards that is functional, but also beautiful. And I don't have a place yet for those. And now I'm wondering if this is going to be my new house for my business cards. How interesting would that be? Well, that was a terrible bow, but not a failure of a book. And I don't think it's as hideous as I thought it was going to be. I'm not saying it's successful. I'm just saying it's not as hideous as I thought it was going to be. Cool. Another one done. Another one bites the dust. One. Yeah, this is not enough pages to make Bunny happy. Lay down the boogie. Yeah, that's much more sustainable for Bunny. Okay, and how many is over here? 1, 2, 3. This is that same weird middle piece as this one. Yeah, but this feels really chunky. I totally understand why I did it this way, because it does feel really chunky when you have a lot of them, and then that doesn't feel good to hold. Okay, so these we're going to incorporate. So the last 3 we're turning into 2. We're going to alternate the big pieces and the little pieces, because I do like it. I do like alternating sizes. Even when I don't like it, I like it. Is that weird? Like, I can tell you that I don't like it, but I also like it? I think that's weird. All right, next one. We still have some orange, so we're going to do this orange one. And the cutting down of these was going to be a nightmare. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It's just that I don't want to cut this much paper, and I do want these to be made. So I'm absolutely sacrificing process for emotional satisfaction, which is also going to affect the end result, which means it will not be perfect, and that is okay, because I might end up like burning the edges of this. You know, I have no idea what's going to happen to these things. I did get a really cool sticker book for Christmas that I'm going to be filling with cool things. But now I'm making sticker books too, which is really cool. Really cool. Lay down the boogie. Okay. So this is a thing. If you make the hole, are you gonna focus? Are you gonna be nice? Thanks. If you make the hole too big, it kind of flattens. You can sort of see it's like flat instead of hole-ish. And it looks also flat on the edge. Sometimes I like this, sometimes I don't. I think it's just not for every project, but it's not terrible, you know? We are not gonna cut this down. We're just gonna let it be long. And also you don't wanna pull the binding too tight in the center, or else it will pull the holes on this side, and we do not want that. We do not want that at all, because then eventually it will rip apart the whole book. Okay. All right, that's good. I say good. I mean, I don't even know if I like these. Okay, we're gonna do one more with this, and I think we're gonna try this guy and see how we like that, because I think the green in it will work with this green. I'm sorry if I'm off camera. I'm so sorry. I get so involved in what's in my hands. Okay, one. And for this one, I do want to spread the holes out. There's a much better bind off, because I'm knitting, obviously. There's a much better binding technique that involves 3 holes. That is a great binding technique. It is so wonderful. I've used it many times. And I just, it's just so permanent is my problem. And sometimes I'm like, ugh, I really want to add a page, or I really want to take a page out. So, I guess I could just rip out the pages. I don't have to. Well, we're here now. We've made enough decisions that we're starting a new project. Did I make this bigger? Because it really feels like I didn't make it bigger. I did not make it bigger. That's why it didn't feel like it was bigger. Because it wasn't. So clever. So clever. Come on. Okay. I think I like it. I won't know for a couple days, I think. When I see it again, I'll know if I like it or not. And I can change it anytime. I just need a starting place. So that I'm not always just starting from scratch. Okay, we still have 2 of these. And we have one shorter and one not so short. How many pages do we have here? 1, 2, 3. All right, we need to add at least one more page here. Not to worry, I have extra paper. Not to worry. All right, what do we want to do here? All right. For me, the important thing is height. I've mentioned that a few times. So what I usually do is I put things in the way. So like these are organized by how it's gonna, like, I'm gonna fold it this way. So I want to see how tall it's gonna be next to this guy when it is folded. And these are the winners. Look at that. So cool. Oh yeah, isn't that funny? It's just like this thing that came in the manila envelopes. We're gonna use it. Why the freak not? It's just paper, and we're gonna like cover it. I did not do that in any kind of it should be much more precision. if you're gonna make this crap like I am making it, it should be much more precision. But again, precision is not the goal, so that's not what we're doing. It's out of my mind. It's fine. Okay, what are we gonna do? I think we're gonna try this crazy blue. I don't think it's gonna look good, but we're gonna do it. Because when I find the right thing, I'll just change it. It don't matter. I also have so much yarn I could be using, but I just never use my ribbon. And I want to use my ribbon. And I think ribbons are pretty. So here we are. Let's cut this edge, please. Thank you. It's so much easier when it has a sharp edge, let me tell you. Come on. That's right. Great job. Lay down the boogie. I'm so sorry that I keep singing this if it's driving you crazy. Carry on with another YouTuber. No hard feelings if my incessant singing of the same 2 lines of a song drive you crazy. I get it. I don't always love it. Okay. Just gonna tie it in a knot for now. This is a weird one because it has like the writing on it, and we're just gonna call it good. It's not gonna be perfect. That's the point. How many times can I say that before I believe it? I don't know. We're not there yet. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. That is the theme here of just doing things. This is only 4 pages though, so let's not be ridiculous. That's gonna drive me bonkers. This is very thick paper, but I think it's gonna be, yeah. Okay. Where did it go? Where'd you go? Oh, I left it on the book. Perfect. Perfect. We knew where it went, didn't we? Didn't we now? The clips just hold the paper so it's not wandering around while you're trying to do stuff. And when it's a bigger book, you need much bigger clips to hold all the pages. I'm sure that makes sense. I didn't plan this one. This is a bigger hole. Let's see if we can get this guy in. What do we think? You want to try to do it? I would love for you to try to do it. Come on. Come on, is it enough? It's enough. Alright, let's see. Come on. Oh, it's not enough. That's enough. Nice. Alright, we did it. Lay down the boogie. Alright. That's definitely a knot. This is a very strange use of this material. Again, I don't even know what this is. I think this was, oh, I know what this was. This was on a present. This was like packaging. So cool as like ribbon, but I think it's like a rug sample or like a very heavy material. This is going to be a very strange book. Okay, who's next? Who's next? I think I want to use this ribbon next. Whatever this is, string stuff. Cool. Let's do all this then. Oh, yeah, this has to be just completely cut. We're actually going to cut this one right now because this is the outer part. The cover, you might say. And this really can't be this messed up. So it's just wallpaper. I don't even know if this is a good idea to use as a cover. It probably is not. It's probably not secure enough at all, but we're going to try it just to see how it feels. When I was a kid, we used wallpaper to make books, but it was just covering the cardboard. It wasn't the actual binding cover. So there's just this one point on this that it doesn't like, and everything else it cuts so nice. It's really interesting. I don't know where this came from. I could not tell you. What is the brand? Do we know? Creative Memories. I think it's from the 90s. Okay. I did just finish all of our short stuff, though, and this is very short. Don't worry. I have paper for that. Sanity is good for a couple things. One, two. Is this going to be... It's going to be too short. Do we have slightly less short paper? Let's see. This is only 3 pages, though. These are the next tallest. They're not tall at all, but that's fine. We are going to alternate them. Okay, so this part we're going to do properly, maybe. Just so you can see the whole concept of... I just need my book. I need my paper folder, which is stuck in my holder. It's right here. Come on. Okay, great. So in real life, what you do, this is real, is you fold in half each page individually and get a sharp edge on every one. That is a real, that's like this is a precision technique, because you need a sharp edge to make sure that the point of the binding is same across. Okay, so then now you make it into the, like, this goes in here, and then you open that, you know what I mean? Then you put them together. So this is when you would officially pick your order. So like if you're doing things like I do them, when it's like different kinds of paper at different sizes and different whatever, this is where you'd pick. Do I like this next to this? Does it flip right? Does it flop right? Do I like how it's holding in my hand? All that good stuff. That this is now the time to do that. Now that they're all crisply, I mean, you can roughly do it before, but once they're crisp, this is your final shot to see how it's really going to sit next to each other. I didn't put my clips on, and I can tell immediately, because as soon as you start poking and pushing, stuff scoots all over the place. It's not good. It's already moved. Okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I do need to widen a little bit. We don't need a full wide, but we do need a partial wide. And let's see. Oh no, this is going to be rough. This is a very multiplied rope strange thing here. We're going to need to poke it through. Good Lord. Oh, we actually, this might be two plied. Look at this ply. It might be two plied. There might be too many ply to actually push it through, because there might not be a place for it to hook onto, but let's try. Let's try. Yeah, I've got to push each of the plies through together. Let's see, did it come out through enough? Oh, it'll work. All right, all right. How did it get so I'm trying to think, like, what function this would have had. How did it come to me? You know, these things are unknown. I get a lot of mystery bags in general at thrift stores or antique shops. Like, there's always a mystery bag, and I am a sucker for a mystery bag, man. Like, just such a sucker. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, great. This is way too long. That's fine. This is going to be my favorite one. Wallpaper and rope. Rope string. String rope? Rope string? I have no idea what this is. Cool. Cool. It almost feels like butcher rope or something, but I'm 100% sure I would not have taken something off of meat to use. Okay, that's another one done. Now we have this stack in front of us that we're supposed to be using also. Our pretty flowers. Here's the thing though, man. I'm gonna lose a lot of height. Look how much of the flower I'm gonna lose if I do it this way. What I might do is put it at the top. How much of this am I gonna lose? I'm gonna lose a little bit of something no matter what I do, but I kind of love this rough edge at the top, I'll be honest. So let's do it close to the top instead of close to the bottom. Will this be trickier? Not really, because we gotta trim it anyway. So it's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of another. Ow! Oh, please don't poke yourself. Shit. It's fine. It's fine. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, I don't want to use that on this. But I will try this gray. There's nothing like wrong with using the waxed cotton. Obviously that's like the optimal thing to use in general for binding. It's just like I'm just always doing rough binding, you know what I mean? And so I see it. I always see it. There's like never a time I don't see the binding. Like I have to, I don't know. I'm just not, I was using it as a precision item for something that I'm not doing precisely. So like usually you would have your binding completely covered one way or another, you know? Like when you see a book, it is covered. You don't see the stitching holding it together unless you really look through the spine. But I'm not adhering to that at this time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wow, this guy doesn't want to go in because I'm using the wrong thing. That's why I need the heftier. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. 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 With this one, apparently we are tying on the inside. I didn't actually put together that that's what I just made the decision that we're doing, but we did do that. So, okay. We're just tying it. It's a little too short, but I'm comfortable with that. I don't know how much of the calendar is going to be showing in the end after I do all of this. Okay, that's going to get chopped at the bottom. this one. Okay, I'm going to do one of each because I have one of each. So I'll do one chopped at the top and one chopped at the bottom. I'm going to love that. So I'll have the option of a clean cut or a rough cut. Options are good. This is a pretty hefty 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever. I'm really gonna stop counting pages, you insane person, because clearly I spent a lot of time doing this the first time I sat down with these things. So clearly this is the proper way that I liked it, because I know about the octave. So it was me that made the decision to deviate. We're gonna do this crazy little ribbon. This ribbon has an interesting history. You're welcome to guess at the history of this ribbon. It is slightly elastic. Okay, there's one end. We're not gonna cut this, I don't think. I don't think I can use this. This history is too important to me. We're gonna save that for a special project. I think we're gonna stick with, actually, let's do the shiny blue instead of the gray blue. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay. Lay down the boogie. That was exceedingly long. It's fine. We're not being judgy here. She says judging herself harshly. Excellent. I said excellent. You know what I mean? Thanks. That's what I thought you meant. Wow. Wildly inconsistent on my lengths here. I'm sure there's a way to do this that is consistent. Okay, we have 4 more left. Can we manage? So we have 4 more left, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are the ones that are here, and then I have two things. This is like perfect. Okay. We're just going to finish them. When are we going to get this kind of momentum ever again in our entire lives? But here's my thought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just want to be clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do it. You know we're going to do it because that means we don't have to worry. And it'll be over. Really sorry if I just messed up your counting. So sorry. Okay. This feels thicker than everybody else. We're going to put this on this one. Oh, that feels thicker. Okay, we're going to put it on this one. These two must have more already then, because these guys were real thin. All right, we're doing it. We have 6 and we have 6. So we're going to do 1. Oh, this one I don't have 2 of. These 2 I only have 1 of. This I'm going to do, actually both of them I'm going to do properly cut. These are by Eliza Todd. I had a calendar of hers one year. Just beautiful. Okay, so then if these are both going to be bottoms, this is going to be our last one that we're going to cut at the top. So let's do that first. And then we will be in a groove. A groove. The Emperor's New Groove. I didn't like I didn't think I would like that movie. I did it again. I put it away with the clips on it. I didn't think I would like Emperor's New Groove, but I went on a visit to a college when I was a senior in high school. It was a weekend visit to see if you liked it before you applied. And that's not gonna work. My first night there, a bunch of girls from the hall came down. It was a women's college. A bunch of the girls from the hall came down to our room, made cookies at midnight, and we watched The Emperor's New Groove. And let me tell you, that's when I knew I was going to that school. Or at least it was certainly the moment that it started to feel like home already. But the moment that I knew for sure I was going to go to that school is I applied. I went to a class the morning that my parents were going to pick me up, because that was like the whole deal. It was like you came on a Sunday night, I think, or a Sunday morning or a Saturday. I think whatever. It was like an overnight thing. So you come on a day and then you stay overnight and you go to a class in the morning with whoever you're staying with. And that's exactly what I did. Is I went to a class in the morning. And I was meeting my parents after the class, and I was walking up from the math and science building, which is where I had taken my class, to meet my parents, and it just felt 100% like it was already my school, and I was already leaving my class on the way to see my parents. And that's when I knew. I think I applied early decision and I got it. But you'll find that going to women's college is a self-selecting process. The kind of girl who would want to go to a women's college is the kind of girl that a women's college wants to attend. And let me assure you, there is no experience you've ever had in your life like going to a women's college in a town where there's not a men's college. There was only one other college. Well, there were two other colleges in the area, but the nearest men's college was far off. And that meant if you wanted boy drama, you had to travel to get it, and it stayed off campus. The only romantic drama on a ladies' campus is lesbian drama. And lesbians are all best friends with their exes. So, it's never too bad. All right. Okay, this one is bright green. We're going to use this blue guy that we haven't used yet. Oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. It survived. Don't worry. The goal is not perfection, so it's fine. We are achieving our goal. That is the important part. Oh. This is a terrible... Oh, no, it works. It works with the cover. Okay, that's fine. I can live with that. Whew. Thank God. Because they have the blue. You literally can't see in this camera. It's so weird. You see there's the blue and the blue. It'll be fine. It's the lighting. It's the lighting plus the camera, because clearly this camera is way more red than this one is. But even in this lighting, the colors don't look great. We have to change my bulbs. We have to change my cameras. We got a lot to do. And only so much time. Do you know what I could do, I guess? I have all of these. I could put it in a mystery bag and say guaranteed one homemade junk journal and items to fill it. I could do that. But I've got to sell the kits I already have before I make more, I think. Okay. It's got like this mauve tone to it. I kind of want to use the green, but I think the green would look really nice. We're going to use this fuzzy stuff that we haven't used yet. I think it's not going to be a good binding. I don't know how strong it is. But we're going to test it. We're going to find out. We're going to find out how strong she is. By putting her in hot water. Okay. That's not the pushy through. This is the pushy through. Oh, you know, it's thread with fuzzy on it. So actually, she'll probably be fine. Because the base here is thread, actually. I thought it was going to be more squish than that. But it's thread with squishies on it. Alright, cool. That's great. But if it fell apart, that's kind of okay. Because, I don't know if you know, this is still temporary if I want it to be. Isn't that refreshing? Isn't that nice to know I can be done and then, like, not be done if I didn't want it to be done later? If I found the perfect thing later? I'm a little worried this dulls it, actually, but we're going to see how I feel about it tomorrow, because I might just feel like it's super fairy-ish. Oh, that was way too long. Okay, well, we'll clip it later. Yeah, it's okay. For now. I might just double it, just so it's a little more sturdy, but it's fine for now. Okay. Doot, doot, doot. This is not in. You can like tell so fast when it's just not properly prepared. Okay, this is our final 3, guys. We're going to use this. Actually, this one's already done, and I think we don't even have to cut it. I mean, almost done, not already done. I think it's right at the end here. Which is cool, because I've had this stuff for a really long time. I think I said these guys came from Mystery Box, and I've just never used them. And today I just thought, yeah, let's just get it done. Let's use all that stuff. I love using my stuff. I feel like there was a period of time, that was a very long period of time, where I like felt like I wasn't good enough to use the stuff I thought was cool. And now I just feel like I want to use all my stuff. I just want to use all my stuff. Because all my stuff is so cool. So I'm only going to get better by using stuff that excites me. So I'm just using all my stuff now. I'm not saving anything for when I'm better at anything. I'm just going to use it. That being said, some yarn I'm holding for a specific project, like a, you know, some yarn I'm just waiting for the right pattern to come out. But that's not the same as waiting for my skill to improve, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do that right now, but I did just have a cool idea of how to like make this a better binding, and I'm going to do that when I come back. Okay guys, 2 left. 2 left. Almost there. So these were pages from it. Oh my god, I did it again. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. I got a jelly plate, which I need to use more of, but I haven't finished using what I have, so I just want to finish using the stuff I've already made first before. I need to use more stuff. I need to use my stuff. I just need to use my stuff. And I am. Here we are, using my stuff. Isn't that exciting? Anyway, I used a jelly plate years ago to make some stuff. And then Hubs made some stuff. We gave some stuff to family members. And use for this one? Actually, let's use this gorgeous. Yeah, that's going to bring out cool stuff. Some of these ribbons are definitely the right choice. And the other ones we will figure out when we get there. Oh my gosh, it is the penultimate journal. Mini journal, mini thing, mini whatever it is. We are so close now. Dude. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, she's slippery. Okay. Take the clips. Take the clips. It's the last one. It's the last one. Take the clips. Take the clips. Okay, we did it. We took the clips. Great. Which side do we want to be our... Well, we've kind of already messed up a little bit because we have to cut this down. You know what? We're not going to cut it down. We're going to use it. We're going to cut it down just like everything else when we get to it. And that's fine because I'll likely want to cover these edges with something else anyway when they get cut down. So it's okay. It is a-okay. I don't know how... This is part of the thing. Is like sometimes... I think, oh, I'm going to want this in the future. I'm going to want that in the future. And then I get there and I'm like, man, I wish I hadn't done that. So now it's hard to know what I want to do now, you know, because I'm going to change my mind. It's like very predictable that later I'll be like, oh, that would have been so cool, but I thought it was such a cool idea at the time. So that's why I also try to leave things a little rougher so that when I get there, if I want it nicer, I can. And if I want it rougher, it's still rough. Because sometimes I just do it the wrong way. Either I'll make something super perfect. I'm like, oh, this would have been so much cooler, grungy. Or I'll make something super grungy. And I'm like, oh, I really wish this was more. You know what I mean? A little more put together. So that's why this is really good. Because I've done something and now I'll have something to edit when I go to play. Come on. Come on. It's your last one. It's the last time you have to do it. Come on. I'm not going to make you do it again. I promise. I promise. This is it. Alright, let's just make the hole a little bit bigger. Come on. There we go. That's it. Should I have even cut this? Should have just left it long. It's okay. It is okay. Now it's the perfect size. This is the perfect size. If I could just make a bow, it would be the perfect size. Oh, we did it. All right, there we go. A gajillion tiny journals that just need to be cut down. We did it, guys. We did it. I have no idea what we're going to do with these, but I promise you, you'll be the first to know what we do with them. We only have a couple of pages. Oh, you know what? I lied. We have one more. We have one more. So this is our cover. Oof. That is cardboard, let me tell you. All right. This is a very full octave that I will definitely cut down. I cannot believe I am cutting them down after I bind them. That is just, I don't know if I've mentioned, insanity. It's fine. It's going to be so fun. I'm going to giggle the whole time. I'm not going to be sad about it. But I am going to lament it clearly the entire time I'm doing it. Clearly, I think this is crazy. I hope that it's the right amount of rough for whatever mood I'm in the future. Okay. There's one. There's two. We're going to make them a little... we're going to use that, that multiplied rope yarn thing. Are we? We are. We are. It's like the perfect thing for this kind of crazy nonsense. because there's a lot of different kinds of paper in here. So I kind of like the multiply nature just in general. Seems like the right thing. Okay. She's not going. She's nervous. She doesn't want to perform. Come on, baby. We got this. We got this. We got this. You are the perfect thing for this moment. Own your moment. Yes? Yes? What do we think? Yeah, girl. Yeah. Okay, great. This is it. This is the last thing you have to do today. You did it. Come on. I need more than one ply out here. Come on. Oh boy. We got ply problems. We got ply problems. Anyone who's ever worked with plied yarn knows what I'm talking about. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yep, you just relax here. Great. We did it. Now we have officially done it. There's paper, but there's no more covers planned. So that is it. We have accomplished our goal. Good job, everybody. Thank you for being here, guys. If you're still here, I love you for hanging out for this long. If you're still here at the end, I want you to write the word craft room at the end, just so that I can tell you how much I love you. Thank you so much for being here. We are cleaning up for the night. Where's my awl? This is my book binding stuff. We're gonna put this with that for now. Well, guys, we did it. Have a beautiful night, day, good time zone wherever you are. Like and subscribe for more content. Thank you so much for being here.